Hi there at weekly blog. In previous week I wasn't uploading a regular week update. I was like putting some content, but one topic related, I guess. And I've got some stuff to update. Like was mentioning in previous videos, I've started like rotifer colony. I've got it into containers, but it's really hard to see. So I won't even bother to uh, try to show them in such a way. I've started them for future need, like for keeping fry of German the ram or Apistogramma kakadu or whatever I would like to hatch um, as a first food for a few days. This is really small. I don't think that live guppies are benefiting from it. I would have to do some experiments on it. From time to time, I am sending scoop of it to some tanks with smaller fries of guppies. But like a week ago came Monia, Moina, which is like looking a little bit like Daphnia, but it's definitely smaller, but bigger than rotifers. So yeah, I haven't yet fit with those any guppies, but I've hatched it. Like rotifers in my basement was hatching 7 or 9 days, which was a lot. But Moina hatched like in 2 days, so that's a good difference. In box were 2 capsules, but I've used only a pinch of eggs from first capsule. You can easily see without sharpening that there is a life in here. And to compare it with Daphnia, yeah, those are big. With Daphnia, I've got an issue that it's too big to feed Guppy, and I wouldn't bother to take the little ones just to um, select bigger and smaller and to use smaller for guppies because I don't have a lot of it. I would rather use Daphnia for rams and Pistogramma in future for condition dose and as a variety food. As well, I'm not consistent with hatching brine shrimps, which would be like just hatched brine shrimps would be a little bit smaller than adult moina, but in moina colony there are different sizes. So if I get bigger tank for moina, and we'll have it a lot of, then potentially I could be able to feed more often guppies with live food and fry of guppies. So yeah, I'm looking forward into this topic. And as for feeding Moina and Daphnia, I'm still using green water as it's like mix of algae, different algae, and as well I'm trying with chlorella with less results. I've even published some short that I've attached power heads to those chlorella and green water as chlorella started to be transparent tubes or photobioreactors, and a lot of chlorella was on bottom as well in a regular mix of different algae in the last tub, but uh, turning on that power heads resulted like in 2 days chlorella has been gone and took over something else. I'm not sure is it like that cholera or just different allergies in here. But in other hand, regular green water is looking amazing. So yeah, mixing it in first issue that it's really narrow and high. So it was chlorella for me is like really heavy. I would have to stir it up every day or maybe a few times a day. So that's not an option for me. That's why I came up with those uh, power heads. Mm, I knew that regular green water is looking really good without any stirring up and even without bubbles. Mm, so yeah, just adding that power head mm, helped in this case, and I'm thinking that it could kill this one, but maybe there was different issue because, like I said, it started to be really transparent in whole vessel except bottom, so maybe it already was dead. I will restart those tabs since I have shared with you that information. Now I can clear them out and restart from backup tabs, like with no aeration, this is one, and with some aeration, this one. Like I said, if I stir it up, it's for some time, I'm not sure how long, kind of green, yeah. So in here is a live chlorella, but it isn't going as good as regular green water, even in those rotifers that water keeps to be thriving. But enough of it. The last thing I would want to talk are fish. So, in here my last apistogramma kakadu female has died, so I don't have them anymore. But at the same time or same week, someone was willing to sell for a cheap price 20 of plecos, regular one. Uh, so I've took the opportunity and took them. And here are 9 adult plecos, and at the bottom are additional 11 one, like 2 albinos males and the rest of them regular ones. For me they were like kind of in quarantine here. Obviously on bigger tank not because there is like another colony, but I have 2 colonies, so it's not uh, as dangerous for me. But it was private person. He who was just restarting tank and wanted to switch to guppies. So we've negotiated change exchange instead of money. So I gave him 4 different kinds of guppies, totally 60 guppies for 20 adult plecos. So both of us were satisfied with it. I see like 2 different variants of them in here. Like this one got really one color without spots on back, that male and that female as well. And some other ones got spots on back and got less more attractive color for me, I guess. More common they look like. But I've asked on Facebook on some pleco group from Poland if they are really different kind of they are regular mix of different kinds, and someone suggested me that if when they are get older they start looking uh, like that female, yeah, without spots. So a bit of confused if it's is it true or is it not. Mm, but just there is a lot of them in here. This is less than 20 gallons. So soon it would be really dirty and I would have to water change it a lot. So I'm planning to move out some of them since I see that they're looking good and my guppy is feeling fine, which by the way, he looks really good. He got fine fins. I'm starting to like him, so I will add to him few young females. So I would have a colony out of him. We will see. But like I've said, I have to take out at least half of those plecos from here and move out to those tanks, like in each smaller chunk, one pleco. I hope it will kind of help with those glass. Front glass, I wouldn't have to clean it out. Probably I will put one as well in here, some bigger one. I hope Rams wouldn't mind. And you may wonder why it isn't gold. And it's because I've moved the golden male in here. I don't have any other golden rams. The last one he was beating up was in here and he died of it. In shop there weren't any other gold ones, and I was like, okay, I will try with regular ones, and frankly speaking, they're looking really cool. I've got a pair because I don't have a lot of tanks to split them out, etc. And they surprised me because on second day they have spawned in here, but they just put 17 eggs and they have molded. Because I wasn't expecting them to be so quick. The water quality wasn't as clean as I wished, and they weren't conditioned. So I've separated them, especially that male was really beating up female, which is starting to annoy me, this pattern of rams males, these are aggressive ones. I will condition them uh, at first, like wait for female to be kind of healing of that beating up. I didn't see a lot of damage on her, but stress, etc. It isn't good. So probably I will move that golden male in here, and my female that is in this temporary tab with platies that aren't anymore on quarantine. I can move them out, but I'm kind of waiting